So over spring break, I binged all three Dead Space games, start to finish, back to back, and I really enjoyed Dead Space 1 and 2, so I'm like, alright, sick, I'm gonna play Dead Space 3, this action game that I've heard was bad, but I didn't realize how bad it actually was until about two-thirds of the game when Dead Space 3 completely lost me, and I'm sick, it's 1 in the morning, and I'm not running off a script, I just wanted to tell you how bad the last third of this game is, because I think the first third of this game is actually pretty good. The Earth section's great. When you fight the Unitologist soldiers on Earth, then you get a bunch of good world building, and I don't know, I thought it was pretty fun for what it was worth. And then you get to the Zero G section when you realize that they butchered the air mechanic, and that they brought back the stupid Space Harrier minigames from Dead Space 2 that I don't know about you, but I fucking hated. And the game only gets worse from there. I should mention right off the bat that I was playing solo, not co-op, because I wasn't gonna pay actual money to EA for this game, so I torrented it, and therefore my options were limited. But anyways, then we get to the ice section, which is from here on out, it's just like Dead Space 2's gameplay and level design and story structure, but with even less interesting characters. And then we get to two-thirds of the way through the game when they introduce that stupid mountain climbing mechanic, where you have to stasis objects while climbing up a mountainside so you don't get hit by them. Which is fine, I guess, but the hitboxes on every single item is about twice as large as they actually look, so I kept dying to this fucking boulder. And by this point, my frustration is palpable. My interest is dwindling. I'm not having a good time. And then, one of the support characters dies in the dumbest way I've ever seen. So Jenny Santos is on an elevator ride up the side of this mountain, and she gets jumped by a couple of monsters, which, okay, wow, spooky, scary moment, except your character has just used stasis on an elevator just like this one, and not 2 minutes from this moment, you're allowed to use stasis on the exact monster that killed her, and your co-op partner is helping you hold the elevator in place, so there's no reason that either of you couldn't have cast stasis on this. And this isn't even mentioning that the other character, Robert Norton, that died earlier, you could have cast stasis on him to disarm him. There's no reason why this isn't possible. And this is the crux of the issue of why I hated this game, is because Dead Space 3 is the ultimate case of gameplay being jarringly disconnected from the story. Like, whenever I switch over to cutscene mode, I'm just like, wow, this is a completely different character than the one I was just playing as. I'm playing as this capable, heroic action hero, and now he's this bumbling, stupid dude with girlfriend problems who can't figure out how to use stasis during the most important parts of the entire game. And so, 2 people die because of this, and I'm screaming at my computer at this point. I'm like yelling, just please use stasis. Both of you have stasis. Ellie might have stasis for all I know. No one's doing anything. And this is all even more annoying by the fact that when the elevator actually stopped, she took a full 20 seconds to get off the elevator, even though she was complaining about, like, oh, I need some solid ground underneath my feet. It's like, dude, you could have just packed up your bag before the elevator had stopped and then walked off immediately, which is what her character would have done if her character was written like an actual character. But it's not. This game has awful writing, and of course she dies because all the characters in this situation, all 4 of them, are complete idiots. And what made me... This alone made me angry, but what made me even more angry is that the monster destroyed the cliffside anyways, the monster got away with it anyways, your characters fall to the bottom and survive somehow, and then Ellie tells you, over the radio, that there was nothing you could have done. And I fucking lost it. I was so angry. And then you start this really clunky, annoying boss fight with this monster that you just encountered. And I'm pissed off. I'm playing this game on hard, and I get... The first thing that happens in this fight is I get trapped in the corner, and I get 4 shot to death, because this game's designers decided that you couldn't use health items, you couldn't press the Q button when you're getting up from an animation, even though you don't have iframes. So you can't heal when you're getting up, but you're still vulnerable to attacks, and so I just got pinned in the corner and died. And that was the moment that Dead Space 3 completely lost me. So I just set the difficulty from hard to easy, and I just blazed through the rest of this game because I was not having it. And then the ending of this game happens, which is a travesty to writers all across the world, and has to be the worst ending I've ever played in any game ever. And I've played a lot of video games in my lifetime. So here's the setup. Jacob Danik, leader of the Unitologists, is like, oh, I need this key to turn off the machine so that this necromorph can wake up. And you're like, no, I need this key so I can fully turn on this machine. And so then your character gets the key that you need to turn off this machine, or turn on it, my bad, and end this problem once and for all. And you have this in your inventory. You are like 10 feet away from this final objective of this video game when Jacob Danik comes out holding Ellie at gunpoint. And this is the dumbest moment in video game history. Because he's holding at gunpoint, and Ellie is telling you, this is not important. My life is not important, because she knows how much is at stake right now. And so she says, don't bother about me. Just shoot Jacob. I don't care if he shoots me. And then just get this thing done that is going to save everybody. Everybody. And then Isaac Clarke, being the heroic dumbass that he is, gives Jacob Danik the key. And then, of course, he releases this moon-sized alien that is bent on genocide of all human life. And then he immediately dies in the most anticlimactic way possible. I was hoping for some kind of boss fight, but damn, Chief, this was not it. And then, amidst the turmoil of this giant moon-sized alien waking up, about to go destroy everyone's shit, guess what Isaac Clarke does? He has a romantic moment with Ellie Langford. And so, of course, this time that they waste allows this chunk of rock they're standing on to break off, and so Isaac Clarke has to journey like another 10 minutes through this stupid level, which, by the way, I don't know if this pissed off anybody as much as it did piss off me, but the fact that all the objects and gibs are 0G, but you can't go into 0G the entire time, was the weirdest inconsistency I've ever seen in that series. Okay, but that's not important. So, obviously, he goes through the entire thing, kills the alien, it crashes to Earth, and then, voila, end of game. Ellie Langford lives. Isaac Clarke dies, presumably. And then I looked at the actual ending, which you only get when playing co-op, I should add, where Isaac survives somehow with the co-op partner that I forgot the name of because he's completely forgettable. And then, in the greatest reveal of all time, it is told to you that because Isaac wasted time kissing Ellie and making small talk and saving her instead of using stasis on Jacob Danik like they totally should have, this alien life form was able to communicate with other moon-sized necromorphs, and they start killing the entirety of planet Earth. So this stupid kiss from Isaac saving Ellie, which, by the way, specifically requested she does not be saved, has killed the entire human race, and we get no Dead Space 4 to find out what happened. Congratulations, EA, you made the worst written game of all time. I'm angry. Dead Space 1 was fantastic. What the hell happened? Good lord. Goodbye.